Hello friends and followers, here's the AUX module, auxiliary module for the Drake TR7. TR7 is that radio there, and to get that module out you got to pull the display board out, in which you can see the display board is off. The AUX module goes right down there. You can see the plug for it, that's where it goes. You can see the little holes that are for tuning the capacitors on the board. It's right below the display board, and that's the display board that I had to pull out to get the AUX board out. Anyway, once you get the AUX board out, you have an opportunity to program it. So I simply bought a bunch of little dip headers, 14-pin dip headers off of eBay, and diodes. So Bojack or somebody has these diodes. Those are off Amazon. So you can use 4148s to program it. Anyway, that's what I did, and I used this diagram from WB4HFN site. And this would talk about cutting off pins. So these modules came as IC chips, and you would cut the pins off. Well, to put diodes in, you do the opposite. You don't cut the pins off, you add the diode. So on a header, say for 5, you'd want to say this is pin 1, the power comes out. Pin 2, no diode. Pin 3, diode. Pin 4, diode. Pin 5, no diode. Pin 6, diode. Pin 7, diode. Pin 8, diode. Pin 9, diode. Pin 10, used for transmit, connect the pin there. Pin 11, diode. 12, no diode. 13, diode. 14, no diode. So that's for the 5 megahertz. And if you look down at this guy, I've made a build chart for these. So I've kind of followed how that goes. There's the IC chip or socket, how it looks. Pin 1 that starts off, pin 7, pin 8, 9 to 14. So you can correlate that with this 5.0 thing here. So the way I did this was, you would say pin 1, the power comes out to the diodes, and there's pin 1 there. Pin 2 has, yikes, did I make a mistake here? Wait a minute, pin 1, 2, 3, okay, no. Pin 3 has a diode there, yes. And there's pin 1, 2, 3, pin 4 is a diode, which it does. Pin 5 is skip, pin 6 is a diode. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes it does. Pin 7, so pins, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 have diodes. So 6, yes. 7, yes. 8 have diodes, yes. And then pin 9 is skipped. Pin 10 is a transmit pin, always a diode. There it is for pin 10. And pin 11 has a diode. This one's complicated. Yep, 11 has 1, 12 is skipped, 13 has 1, and 14 skipped. So pin 11, yes, 12 is skipped, 13, yes, 14 is skipped. So that's for the 5.0 megahertz to 5.5. That one had a lot of diodes on it. And then you can look at the actual module I made. That would be here. So I followed my build diagram when I made this, and let's see if it matches. Should. So I checked all these, but man, these are hard to make. They're painful. So screwdriver in hand, if I can find it. Okay, let's see here. Is this facing right? No, it's not. So, yeah, that module I think is this one here. They kind of start backwards, I think. So I kind of cut this thing to make it pin 1. Let's see if that's the right one. So the build diagram says, and maybe side by side is the best way to do it. Build diagram says Power coming off. Pin 2 is skip. Pin 3 diode. Yep, there's the diode. Pin 4 diode, yes. Pin 5 is skipped. Pin 6 diode is true. Pin 7 diode, yes. Pin 8 has a diode snuck in there, yes. Pin 9 is skipped. Pin 10 should have a diode. I don't see it. Did I screw this one up? I doubt I screwed it up because I've been fixing these. I think I just can't see it in the camera. I think that's a diode right there. So pin 8, good. Pin 9, skip. Pin 10, diode. Pin 11, diode, true. Pin 12, no diode. Looks wrong. Maybe a different angle. So from that angle, I can see pin 8's good. I can see pin 9 is skipped. I can see pin 10 diode. I can see pin 11 diode. I can see pin 12 is skipped. I can see pin 13 is a diode and 14 is not. So that is correct for the 5.0. So I'm not going to go through the rest of these, but the way it goes is this is your pin 1 here. It has the 5 volts on it. And these are inserted. I think they go like this. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's how they go. I hope so. Anyway, this is a diagram for how to build these. If you want to see it or copy it, I'll just pan the video through it. You may want different frequencies, but these are the ones that I built. That's 10. That's for 18, 24, 27, which is C, B band. Not that I can transfer it on there, but there's broadcast band, no transmitting on that, just listen. Broadcast band and very low frequency. So that ought to be interesting. All right, so that's my little build chart that I used. If you want to have it for reference. And this is what WB4HFN kindly posted. All the frequencies are in here and listed succinctly. This is the chart I used to make those plugs. Or modules. So what's left is how to insert them into the board. And they kind of go over that somewhere here. Let's see. One of these talks about how they go in. Where's that diagram at? Make sure we got it right. There, okay, there's one of the chips they had with it. Where, okay, there we go, right there. So that's how they go in. So you place the board with the little trimmers up. And channel 1, let's see, which one's which? Okay, so channel 1, this is channel 1 here. So they go 1 that way. So I think we got it right. Channel 1, the way I want it, that's 5.0. All the way to channel 8, which in my case is going to be the lowest frequency here. So make sure this is right. Again, channel 1 would be 5.0 megahertz in my case. And we have 3, 4, that's correct. 6, 7, correct. 8, where are you, 8? Yep, it's there. 10, 11, and 13. Yeah, that's correct. So this is all done. So all we left to do now is put this in the radio. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's get the pesky radio and throw it in there. The radio's on the floor. Let's see, maybe I can just go over to the floor and put it in. Show you how to put this thing in here. Blah. So the module has a slide on one end. And let's see. You can see the little guide thing here. So it's guiding right there, the board. And the plug's ahead of it. So you want to make sure the plug is ahead of the guide. Like that. That's how the board goes in. Because the plug is ahead of the guide. It's towards the back of the radio. So the plug faces the back of the radio, and there's the guide. So I would just put this thing in the guide. And I'm doing this with my phone camera, so excuse my clumsiness. Is that in like that? And then it should just plop in there. With one hand, I don't think I'm going to pull this off. At any rate, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the board in and then put the display board back in and try it. So next video, we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.